Alright, hello, welcome again. This is another video. This is showing, this will be, I guess, the third step, basically, you could say. So the first two steps are, getting the medium, putting the medium in the tank, and then basically the third step would then be harvesting the eggs afterwards, alright? So let me just show you a quick video. I'm using basically, I've got 2-gallon tanks, and I have 5-gallon tanks, and then I got some 10s that I don't use too much, but I'm using all three. So basically what we're going to do today is we're going to get some fish out of one of the 5-gallon tanks, and I'll show you what that is. So if I go this way, you can see basically, like for instance, this tank here, there is no bowl inside. If you can see, all the peat is on the bottom. And what I do is I stick in some Java moss or something equivalent to that they can kind of hide in. It's like protection. And you can see basically the same thing with this. It's Java moss, and then the fishes are inside. All right. So what we'll do is move to the next step, which is getting the peat out of the aquarium. Alright, so I've flipped the mode around so you can see what I've got here. So I've got the fishes, I've separated the fishes and put them inside a small little bowl here, whatever. And so I got the peat moss with them. I have my aquarium. Alright, with, let's see if I can get a light. Oops, wrong light. Alright, here's a light. You can see then there's just peat that's on the bottom of the tank. Okay. All right. So in my setups, my general setups, I do use a round sponge filter, and I use tubing. And on the top here, just talking about the aquariums here for a minute. So what I do is I don't fill the aquariums completely all the way up. Okay. I fill them up about 6 inches or so, something like that. So they're not, let me step back so you can see it better. So it's not completely all filled up. It's about halfway filled up, something like that. It's 6 inches off the bottom. So that, I don't know, it's just the way I like to do it. Oh, it's for even pressure with the regulator, although I have a much stronger air pump now than I used to use. But I could put more, but it just puts more stress on the air pump. All right, so then I just get the airline tubing, and then what I'm using is like a bobby pin to hold it. And if you see, this is like the lid. This is a plastic, right, that they use for like, well, they used to use, I guess they still do, for LED lighting up on top, like of a kitchen or something like that. So I just cut that to size and then and put that over the tank. So that's basically what it looks like. So then from here, what we do, like I said, is to scoop. I'll just do a representative scoop here. We're scooping some stuff, maybe zoom away so you can see it a little bit better. Alright. Then, now here's the 3-handed part, right? So we got the peat that's inside, right? And then what I'm doing is I'm squeezing, alright? But probably I don't want to, actually I don't want to squeeze back into here. Let me get a silly little bowl here and squeeze what's left over in here, okay? So I've made sure that there's no fishes in there first, obviously. That's step number one. You don't want to smash any fishes. That's not good. That's an old story. I have somebody did that, unbelievable. But it happens. It happens, mistakes happen. You think you get them all out and you don't. So if you see the way that I'm squeezing it, if you can see that, I'm squeezing it with some force, okay? I'm not like, babying this. I'm really squeezing it hard, okay? I'm trying to get all the water out. Now, if you ever feel an egg, if you feel it between your fingers, it's really, really hard. It's ridiculously hard. There's no way you can smash it. So a good egg cannot be smashed. All right, it just is not going to happen. All right. So let me see if I can. Usually I've got 2 hands to do this, not just one. So, all right. So from that, what I got here is this. I use like a lid. These are basically some kind of lids that you can do. As you see, I got an airline hole there. I used to use these as aquariums. I don't do that anymore. And then you get this paper. So I don't know, you can get this paper many different places. This is I don't know, it's called newspaper paper, I guess you can call it, something like that. But I know I always get mine. The good stuff that I get now is at TJ Maxx. So I'll go there and buy something and make sure they wrap it up with extra sheets of paper. But I got so much now, it's like ridiculous, really. I have way too much. So just take it then. Again, sorry about that, but I only have one hand here. All right. So I'm putting the peat. Okay, I'm not putting all of it because it doesn't really matter right now. I'll fix it again later better. I'm putting it up on top here. Again, I'm calling it peat, although it's not. It's cocoa fiber, but I just, lack of habit over the years, I just call it peat. So, I just kind of smash it down, and I'll leave it on this paper for, well, hour or two, I guess, maybe. Something like that. And let it dry. Now, it's a really nice thing to have this because it soaks up a lot of the moisture. As you can see already, I don't know if you can see that. Let me just kind of fold this back. As you can see that, even though I squeezed it hard, you can still see that there's moisture on the paper, right? So, and that's good. It works really good. And that's it. So I'll wrap up this video with that. All right, bye. All right, so approximately 1 hour has passed by or so. You can see that the coconut fiber is starting to get like dried up on the top here, and you can see clearly underneath that a lot has been absorbed. A lot of the moisture has been absorbed into the paper. So basically, what I do at that time is just determine. I do a feel. Say like the word always is, well, the old word always was like pipe tobacco, right? So I mean, I don't smoke either, but kind of like when you clump it, it'll clump up in a ball like this, okay? If you squeeze, it'll clump up, but there won't be any moisture coming out of it, okay? That's kind of like what I have in my book is like a medium 3, basically. It's not super over dry, it's not super wet. It's just kind of, it's just right. It's kind of in the middle somewhere like that. So, I mean, I could let this go a little bit further, or I could just do it like it is, but I think probably I'll just leave it the way that it is right now. So, and what I want to explain here, what's nice about this paper, see, is you can roll this up like this, okay? And then you can get a bag, whatever the bag may be, and you can kind of stick the paper into the bag, and you could dump straight into the bag. All right, so the peat goes in the bag. All right, see, that's it. And if some happen to fall off the edge like it did here, see, I can just knock that back onto there without any problems. If there was any, obviously, this is just over dramatizing this because I'm just showing the process. But then we could just take the bag again, roll it up, okay, and knock the peat into there, or cocoa fiber, whatever it may be, and then you can see the amount of water that's on there, So that's the process. Then you take the bag and you put a name on it and put it in a styrofoam box and name the date, styrofoam box. There was 2 ways. Like in the old days, I used to like put air in the bag like that and seal it up like that with like a rubber band. I don't really do that anymore, although that's fine. That's one way you can do it. I just kind of just fold it up and just wrap it and tie it. That's it. It would be done. Then just take like a Sharpie pen and write on it. And what's nice about that is the Sharpie pen, all you can do is just take a towel or something like that, piece of cloth, and you could rub it off if you want to reuse the bag. If that's something that you feel like you want to do, you can do it. So basically, that's it in a nutshell. After 3 months, all right, or so, 2 months, 3 months, then I have little containers. Okay, all right, And I got the fry that are hatching out inside the containers. You wet it, and fry hatch out, scoop out the fry, put them in a dish, start feeding them baby brine shrimp. That's that in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next video. Bye.